So almost we have wasted our 20 minutes. I don't want to go ahead, right? So very good evening to all of you and very warm welcome in this mega debate, right? So as we all know and we are aware that we are here for a debate which will be, the theme will be government job and private job. So from my side, all the best to all of you. And now the Sam is gonna tell you all the rule and regulation of this debate that which you have to follow, and the criterias of ourselves, that in on what criteria we are gonna justify you, that how we are gonna announce the winner of that, right? So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. So, a warm welcome to public, like audience, and my teammates also, and other teammates also. So, people, whenever we start any kind of conversation and debate, so we have some specific rules, right? So, we have to follow in debate and conversation too. So, our English expression challenge, like group, it's all about for speaking. We all are learner here, so we have to conduct something more new for learning, right? So that is why we
Hello.
are here to conduct debate. That is why we are here to conduct debate. So you may also follow these rules while debate. So first, we have several rules here, so you can follow these things. So first debate rules here. A speaker can speak only English. We
Yes,
cannot use any
bro.
kind of Hindi. We cannot use any kind of Hindi. Second rule, each speaker would be given 3 minutes in a first round. Each speaker would be given 3 minutes in a first round. So they will get almost first round. And third rule, if a speaker cross the limit of 3 minutes, he, he or she may face deductions of marks. I'm going to repeat once more time. If a speaker cross the limit of 3 minutes, he may face deduction of marks. And my fourth rules, assistant for the writing manuscripts and any kind of advertisement, any kind of like script, it will be not allowed in debate. And fifth rules, while presentation, if the participation is disconnected due to network problem, then presentation have and participants have almost only 50 to 30 seconds shall be provided for the reconnecting. After that, the decision of the judge shall be final in this regard. We will give some another participation chance. Okay, so my next rule, in case of issue, decision of debate organizers committed shall be final. And last and final, decision of the judge would be final and cannot be challenged. So people, and one more rules here, like for audience, you will not able to participate in the mid of the conversation. You will not interrupt. It's my humble request. And people, please be have almost two round. You have two round. First round will be going on almost 6:25 to 7. 6:25 to 7. And second round will be all about our counterpoints, tackle points, pros, questioning point. You may like for an example, like team A and team B will be nominate one team, one participate in each team. They will come and they will ask to question each other and be calm. Only 1 point here. You may give them another chance also to speak in second round. And be polite with people. Don't be raise your voice in second round. So these are the our rules you may follow in a wild debate. So Queen, over to you.
Okay, so first I would like to invite from my team, right? So for my first participant would be Darbar. Darbar, be speak. Darbar, you have 3 minutes now for speak. Darbar, are you there?
Okay, so private, yes, I'm there. Yeah, I'm talking about private jobs. Private employees always recognized for their hard work, and companies have those employees who have fought for the examinations and they come from interview selections and with the rigorous competitive examination in the drives. So I think we the people of who in the private job are the most hardworking than the government job people, and we don't sit on the desk and wait for our time 9 to 5 to go to home. but we do overtime and do hard work for our company, and then that is why they appraise us for our hard work and our skills what we pay for them in our working hour and also in overtime. But in government job, what happens, people only work for 9 to 5 job and get their salary, and they there is nothing for appraisal and nothing for their promotion. Their promotion cycle is quite very hectic and very tough. They have to wait for their second promotion or third promotion for 5 to 10 years. But in private job, what we are getting is that if we are working hard and we have skills and we are studying higher studies, we can get another post in just 1 or 2 years. And also there is also a system in the government job that there is only just 7% hike in the salary. That is very less. But in private sector, there is, salary hike is not based on some rules, but it depends on your hard work and the company's decision. So this is very important in the uh, uh, private sector. And second thing,
Durban, you have 30 seconds.
when I started, okay, so and second thing, we are not bound to work because there is no political pressure on us, and we have to work for our company. We don't have any kind of pressure, not a public pressure and political pressure, and we do not work a kind of work that we would feel guilty in our future. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
I concluded.
Durban. Thank you so much, Durban. So in that case, I'm going to invite my next person, Team B, from Team B, Gitanjali. Gitanjali, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can I start?
Yeah.
Hmm. So first of all, thank you so much, Sam, giving me this opportunity. So my warm good evening to all my dear friends. As we all know, the topic of today's debate is government job versus private job. So I'm in the favor of government job. My first point is that government job we have a security, 100% of security. We don't have any unsecurity unless we have a false document to obtain a job which lead to termination. And my second point is that we have a leaves and holidays in all government jobs. We don't have to work in government holidays. We It is a good for us. From that we can spend our time with our families. If we want leave or early leave, vacations or holidays, we can get easily. We don't have to face short difficulties to get the leaves. And my third point is that about the benefits of government jobs. We have plenty of benefits in government job like allowances, bonus, home facilities, loans, fixed amount of salaries, balanced work, hospital facilities, and so much. So these are the benefits which are not available in private jobs. So since the government job is better for me, and my next point is that in government job we have the less burden. uh, I can say that the uh, less burden in if we have a less burden, then we have a less tension. So in government job we have a negligible burden, or in the other hand private jobs have so much stress in their life. In free time, and we have a free time in government job. In our free time we can learn more things, more languages. We can le- do we can spend our time with our family, and we can enjoy in our hobbies. And my last point is that which I most like, in the government job we have a respected lifestyle in our society.
Gitanjali, you have 30 seconds. Conclude your point.
Okay. we have a respected life in our government society. We has entered the person who has a government job, he will enjoy respected life. Okay, one of the best example is that district collector, citizens will give him the respect, even he is the ideal for the youth. Either private sector generating the income, but the government sector surviving,
Gitanjali, time's up. Time's up.
serving
Time's
the
up.
our country.
Time's up.
So since I'm in the favor of government job, thank you.
Gitanjali, time's up. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gitanjali. Queen, Queen,
Okay, so
do you
nice,
have any rock?
Gitanjali.
Like she did it. She did it rock.
This is what I'm just gonna appreciate her. So Gitanjali, you
Yeah.
were
Do you
rock,
have any help?
and
Yeah. Do you
you
have
were
any
on point.
rock in your team?
Don't challenge me. I will. Okay, I'll show
Yeah. Do
you.
you
The
have?
people will rock here as well. They will.
Yeah.
Just wait
Let's
for a
see.
while. Okay, so my next team member will be I would invite Heer. Heer, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, just go ahead and answer them.
Okay. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Actually, I'm not talking about the salary. I don't want to talk about the salary. I don't want to talk about the anything benefit of the government job. But I will go for the personality development, which always come whenever we are sociable to many person, and we get these kind of chances under the government job, sorry, under the private job, because on the daily basis we interact with many personalities like a foreigner, Indian, South Indians, and Canadian, Australian. So that time we can bring out our talent. That time we our communication skill will be best. But that is totally disappear in the case of the government job, because they do not have proper chances to interact with the different personalities in their life. They have a boring and monotonous life. They always do their work on the paper and with the help of pen. So, the company owner really concerned about their psychological health and mentally health, to just to enhance their to break the monotonous life. They always organize different kind of recreation activities by which they can feel entertained. Sometimes they also give holiday package to the another city, to the another country, by which they can easily enjoy their life. And due to this, they always put a lot of efforts, and they give a lot of they burn midnight oil, and they try to enhance the productivity of the company. They are truly dedicated to their company, because they give a lot of benefit. Moreover, um, the extraordinary point is that they always get promotion time to time. But in government case, the promotion is like a peanut, like 7%, 6%, 7%. But they always get more and more promotion. Their position is always increased time to time. Bank manager. After that, your salary will be increased 10-15% on the day, on your base of performance. And finally you can uh, bring out your talent. They give you a chance to show your abilities, because you get an environment. You can explore your culture and your traditions and your
Heer,
customs, and
Heer,
you can.
Heer,
Okay.
sum up.
Okay, finally I can say that private job is more profitable as compared to government job due to its benefit. Thank you.
Okay, so finally, my first time when you can see Mr. Sam Verma. Now you are realizing that your team, like I have
Yeah,
also
I
diamond
know.
in my team,
I
right?
know. I know. I know. She's very good and she spoke very well. I agree with your point. But Queen, you also want a government job, I think. Is it?
Not really. Just let's see that what will happen. The thing is that everyone is working for changes, for enhancement as well. I'm
Uh,
working for that,
Queen,
right?
like our government sector is increasing day by day. You know.
Yeah, like after government, after being a government employee, you can give employment in corporate sector as well. Like you can hire people as well. So it's not a like, but it's okay.
Thank you so
Now
much.
I have
Well,
shown
thank you
you.
so much for agreement. Yeah, thank you so much for agreeing my point. Okay, in a while, I'm going to invite next person. She's very calm girl and she's very strong girl. Her name is Mrs. Khushbu Pathak. Khushbu, are you there?
Yes,
Khushbu,
I'm there. Yes,
yeah,
hello.
go through with enthusiasm.
Okay. So first of all, thank you to give me this wonderful opportunity. Well, to be honest, after listening the point of the heat, so I grasped the idea. So he said that communication skill is matter in the private sector. But overall, if we talk about the government sector, so yeah, it always be required. How I'm going to explain it when you are in the when you're going in the like you are going in the investigation, so that time your respect your communication skill is to be required for asking for inquiry, and that time you fill the questionnaire, so that time you also be like your way of communication is a matter of the in the government sector too. And like if we talk about the perks, yeah, perks is also available. Perks is also available in the forms of the government sector. No matter how it is in the forms as well. It could be salary wages in kind and salary wages in cash. So at that time, in the government sector, you also increase your skill as well. So at that time, like when you having a some time, so you can also develop a skill, and that skill is required to help you in your personality development, and that time you also make a alpha. So that is not a good for the one sector two sector, that is also that is also help in the economy as well. So when you grow and develop, so at that time
अरे
you also
अरे रुको
understand
यार,
how
अरे रुको
we
मर्दे।
grow. Hello.
Carrier,
Yeah.
carrier.
Continue.
Yeah, so at that time you can also be grow up, and you getting some idea when you're free, when you have a time. So that time you also putting your hard work in that time, and that way you can also you can develop in the skill in the skill of the stock market. You can do the stock market while the government job, because at that time you need some analysis, so that time you can also develop the economy as well. You can also develop and put your some part in the portion of the income, in the portion of the tax you are required, and gave this opportunity for that. So like that is very good for the us. So now I'm going to conclude
We
my
have
message
30 seconds.
for everyone. Yeah. So government sector not only a one parameter for everything. Government sector provides lot of the thing. It provides the perks in every senses. First is cash in kind or cash in wages, and it's also provide the personality development. And when you develop, so at that time you also help to the economy for the rising up, and that time you also you can also help and you can also help for the society. So that
Yeah,
time you
thanks,
also could be
Khushbu. Thanks,
considered in the philanthropic.
thank you
Yeah,
so much,
thank you.
Khushbu.
Thank you
Thank you
to
so
let
much.
me your
You,
ears.
yeah, you were, bullet train. You, I think, broke everything. Kevin, Kevin,
Don't try to make don't make me
Kevin.
trade me
Yeah,
the.
are
I'm
you
gonna
able to
type.
stay? Oh my God, are you able to stay?
Really? Just wait,
Oh
wait.
my God.
Still I have people, right?
Oh,
So from my side, I would like to invite Mr. Sunny. Sunny, just go ahead
Yeah,
and check the fatir, right?
yeah, thank you. So
Welcome.
I'm supposed to talk about the private job, right? Now, just asking all the participants of B team, right? What exactly do you use any since your morning to late night, right? Until you sleep. What product what you are using, which is produced by government sector? I think not a single product is there except electricity or roads, right? And even those kind of things can be made by private sector private sector people. First, this is the first point, because private sector people can do any damn thing in this world, and nothing is impossible for them. For government employees, they are very much limited in their skills or abilities. I would say. Second point is that the private sector job is easily available. Even after immediately completing your education, now you can get every one of us can get directly job in private sector. So this is easily accessible. Second, this is the second point. Third point is that we can have the basic and fundamental experience through which we can enter into our real commercial world. So the fundamental experience for the very first experience can be obtained by private sector job. That is the best thing, I would say. There are huge vacancy in this private sector. So private sector job is like it is unbeatable because government jobs are having very limited vacancies, so they cannot feed each and every person. But private sector is feeding each and like majority of of the nation population, we can say. Uh, Again, the private sector jobs are having better productivity because everyone is working so hard. Even someone said that they are working overtime and all, right? Unlike government employees. So there is ample opportunity of growth in private sector job. Then again, innovations, whatever innovative idea you are having, then private sector would obviously recognize it. There would always be enthusiastic environment. Whenever you will enter any government organization, you will feel like something
You have 30
dull is
seconds.
there. Okay. Even the ownership feelings would be there in private sector because we are very much free for taking our decisions on the spot. It would be the quick decision making, excellent experience. So all these things are making the private sector job way more better than government job. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Sam. I think now you're getting that I have something like.
Oh my God. Is it
Aha! Is
like?
it?
Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, he was doing great. Well, thank you so much. Uh, I don't know his name. Sunny, yeah. I think Sunny. Yeah.
Yes,
So it's okay. I have diamonds also, like a lots of diamond in my team. He will broke your point. So
but
okay.
actually I left
While
many points away. Just kidding.
while yeah, while furthering, like I'm going to invite Seth. Hello Seth.
Okay, thank you for
Yeah,
inviting me.
go and black legs, man.
Okay,
Okay,
so
it's my
first
turn,
of all,
right?
I will tell you something about government job. Government job is also called public sector. Okay, so the huge responsibility on government employee or any kind of government officer, it's very kind of okay. So I think there is a very good thing about in government job, that is a responsibility to every each and for individual. Okay, there are lots of thing to there are lots of thing for government applied to implement law and order, and and manage any kind of event, and lots of things they have responsibility to manage all these things. So I think I appreciate them, and first of all I want to say you, we should salute them. Okay, we should salute them, every kind of government employee. Okay, because they are working for us uh, by by loyalty, and lots of things they are doing. And okay, so I am going to now there. Okay, some point on that. I'm going to point out some that. Okay, characteristics of government employees. Some like they have good salary also, because they are working na hard. So that's why they are also good salary, and also they have uh, also medical insurance. Okay, just like PF, any kind of. Okay, so this is very good thing about. employee, because of they are working for the public. Okay, not any kind of, okay, they are doing any kind of thing. So I would like to be a government servant and public servant, as we say. And third thing is very good for them to manage, okay, their family relation and be a cool. So that's why they also have vacations. Okay, uh, as compared to private employee. Okay, this thing is very good. I think they have managed their family time and any kind of festival and any kind of thing. These things also good for
Said you
government
have
employee.
30 seconds. Please conclude your
Okay,
point.
okay, so they also have a job security. Okay, they also have job security as compared to private employee. The private employee has not any kind of job security. Okay, so I would like to prefer government job and government sector.
If you have a skill, good skill, then you don't need about the job security.
Sometimes it's happened now. You have a good skill, but you are dominated by someone who is coming from behind you.
Set times up. Yeah, set times up. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kevin. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any like supportive, any security in private job?
Um, Although I should not take that compliment seriously, but the thing is that person was right that if you have a skill, then you don't need to worry about your job security really. So you can do, right?
Oh,
You can do for your living anything. So still I have a person. I'm not gonna run away from this, right? So still I'm here.
oh my God, Kevin.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
please. Yeah, please bring your diamonds.
Obviously, my last participant would be Piyush Garg. I hope that he will do best. I think my old participants were awesome, and he is also. Yeah, Piyush Garg, are you there?
Yeah. So
Go
hello
ahead.
everyone. So like I would like to raise some points to justify that the private sector is much better than the government sector. First of all, if we talk about getting a job in private sector, right, there are no reservations. They don't judge you on the basis of your caste. They judge you on the basis of your skills, right? But in the government sector, they have so many quotas and all those stuffs, right? So to get a government job, you just need to clear an exam, which is not relevant for the job also. Like they'll ask you for the general knowledge and all those stuffs, which you can easily Google in these times. In the private sector, they ask properly for your skills, right? Even if you don't have a degree, like if we talk about Elon Musk, he don't ask for a degree, but he asks for skills. So on the basis of skills, you can rise a lot in the private sector. I have plenty of examples to justify. I have plenty of examples to justify that how private sector is rising, right? Like if we talk about BSNL, we have so many Geo, we have Airtel, we have Vodafone, and we also prefer going to private hospitals rather than government hospitals. We prefer getting admission in private schools. We prefer private transportation systems. Like if we talk about private buses are much more better than the government buses. And if I talk you about the countries, like the countries that follow capitalism and the countries that follow communalism, like US, UK, England, Germany, these countries prefer capitalism, and we can see that they are rising so much. Their people are so much happy. But if we talk about the communalism, which is like there is less private sectors and there is more government sector, we talk about Soviet Union, and the country doesn't exist now. And also
Hey
like to ask some
guys.
questions to my fellow opponents, like Khushbu talked about stock market, right? So if you are in a government sector, why are you willing to invest in stock market in private sector? Because you think the private sector is growing and they will help you multiply your money, right? And Syed said that uh, there there are good salaries. Of course not. Good salaries are there in the private sector. Much higher salaries are available in private sector. The only points that our fellow opponents have is like security and the fixed salaries and less burden. But if I think that you have some knowledge, if you have some skills, right? So you don't need to worry about the security. You don't need to worry about the salaries, right? And we are in a younger phase of life. So in younger phase also we are talking about tensions and burden and less work. So I think we are not growing much. And I think the time
You have
uh,
last 30
this
seconds.
time I'm left.
Last second. Last 30. Just conclude your point.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
Can't hear you guys.
Yes, Piyush,
Hello.
please conclude your point. Yeah.
Conclude your point, Piyush. Are
Okay.
there?
I, I think he's facing network issue.
He has left.
Yeah, he's completed. I think.
It's okay.
So
At least he counted your two participants, right? So it was awesome.
Oh my God.
I
Is it?
do hear.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he counted. He counted.
Oh my God. Yeah, I agree with your point. Like he was saying a lots of things and he gave an example also. Yeah, that type of things. Yeah, I agree with his point behalf of that. I have a lots of people. Like I have two people also there. Like they will crack your whole points. So Gaurav,
Hi.
are you there? Yeah,
Yes.
please go through, man.
Hey, good evening. Uh, I'm favor of government job, the government sector, and my points on that was first point like counter, because I think you all done right for A1 is done. So first one I will counter about a personality. Someone said like there is a personality in only private sector work on personality things. But if you just know about that Indian Army, and if you go through that NDA exam, SSB exam, then you know like what they do for the personality development. They take a very 5-day interview for those things to know how the person is personality. They work on personality. They take only those people, those diamond which was the best one from all. From in a government sector, they, if you talk about army and all, they have a one proper dressing sense and all. They work on those things. They work since morning to evening. They work on their personality development. And there is example of army. Second one is like promotion, like in a government sector. Promotion is like in a specific period of time. Like everybody knows like they are going to promote at the after 5 years to 6 years. So they don't worry about those things to like in competition thing. Because when we go into the private sector, we see in that thing they are too much worry about those to get promotion. They even fight with, they don't have that much good behavior with their colleagues, employers. They just want to be the promote, and they have fight and those things. It's only in the private sector what we seen in those things. And someone said about in a day whole day, what just tell any of the product which was used by the government sector, right? So government sector, all government, if you talk about a government sector, so government sector provide Indian oil. If Indian oil, it was a government sector, come from a government sector. All whole country is run by the petrol and diesel things. Raw materials all are come from the government sector, because government sector is working on big things. They are not working in a small thing, because there is no comparison of that government private sector. Yes, one more thing is that someone told about like we have BSNL.
You have
There is
30
only
seconds.
BSNL. Yeah, BSNL and all. So we have also DRDO skill. If you talk about a skill, so we have a space agency. We have a DRDO. They are doing in the next level skill. They have a very good level of skill. Even they are not paying much, but they are working for their nation, which is without any what profitable things and all. So when you are doing for your nation, it is always be respectable for those people. So somewhere I
Yeah,
just
thank you so
some
much,
my
Gaurav.
colleagues have
Time's up,
completed all
Gaurav.
the points. Yeah,
Gaurav, time's
thank
up.
you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mercy. You broke everything here, man. You were disaster. Well, Queen, I think she's disappeared.
Ah,
Queen,
no, I'm here.
oh my, oh my God, oh my God. Have you listened whole point? Like
I'm
he
still
stayed
here.
very well.
Yeah, I'm listening him. He was trying
He ate
something.
almost your
Was wrong.
peoples. Oh my God.
No, like that. I still have a person, yeah. Still I have
Oh
people.
my God. Literally.
Yeah, it's not gonna over so
No,
soon because
I thought
I'm,
that you were
in front of
disappeared.
you now. No, it's okay. So
My God.
now, my team Kishanman and Mr. Surya will be here, and he will break. I think that I hope that he is gonna rock here. Mr. Surya, are you there?
Okay.
Yeah. So your time start
In the
now.
power
I'll
of
give you 15 seconds extra.
15 seconds only.
No,
No, you
no,
have
Okay,
15
so
33
I
seconds
will
minutes.
talk.
extra.
Okay, I will. So I will talk in the favor of private job. So that person with no ambition, you can take government job, but you have ambition in life. You want to live your life in your terms. Take the private job. In my opinion, people with jobs are your slaves. They have no option to job.
Bro, your voice is
Has
breaking.
no uselessness in.
I think the topics.
This is the problem. Okay, am I clear now?
Yes,
Am I
yes,
clear
yes,
now? Audible?
yes,
Okay, shall I start from the beginning?
yes. Yeah, yeah. You can start.
I want if you are a lazy person with no ambition, you can take government job. But if you have ambition to live your life in your terms, take the private job, because in my opinion, people with government jobs are pure slaves. They have no option to come out of the system and to do something on their own. What they do in government office. So once you take up government job, you are trapped. You can't easily quit the government job. But if you are doing a private job, you can quit it and you can experience in different companies. You can uplift your skills day by day. And if you do private job, you can learn various skills, improve your pay, save up money, and you can retire at the early age. People in government, they used to retire at 50, 60 age. That's a very long time. But if you are doing private job, you can uplift your skills. You can be the boss. You can start your own business after taking retirement at the age of 40. Look at we have various examples like Ambani, Adani, and many more people here. And you have to rely on skills and ability alone. Hence, you have choice to take your life to whatever you want. And in private jobs, you have to work hard. I admit this. You have to work really hard. But at the end of the day, you will into a better human being and a better professional and a positive contributor to society. But in a government
You have
job, there
30
is a
seconds, man.
security. Hence, you will eventually become a lazy. You will become a lazy, by taking that government security, and you will, eventually blame the system, the government system. Yeah, that's it for from my side.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. You were facing network issue, but you try well. Queen, you wanna say something? Queen.
Okay, so now that person has network issue, but still I think that she rocked the thing. That even he counter all the things in appropriate manner by giving good examples. So now, if you have more, I don't think so that you have more people, right?
Oh my God.
Have
I have one more people also. Like he had a work, but he tried to join session again. And I appreciate first of all like his persistence. Like he is here right now with us. And thank you so much, Seth, for being with us right now because you had a work and you are here right now. So it's all about like think big, trust yourself, and make it happen, right? So, Seth, go ahead, man.
First of all, I would like to thank you, and I'm going to speak in favor of government job. Uh, and I think government jobs are better than the private jobs because there are a few factors I would like to share with you all that why I would prefer government job rather than that private jobs. Like there are the factors are job security, pay structure, working hours, promotions, benefits and perks, work stress. I'm going to explain one by one all these factors. Job security, as we know that government jobs are more secure than the private jobs, and the pay structure, the government, our government pays in a very smart way to their employees, so they can fulfill their needs with that payment, and the working hours, working hours. Uh, the government job holders works less as compared to those who works in a private sector, and even sometimes we can see that in private sectors people do more work without any benefit as well, and there are more in government job promotions are uh, promotion when in government job people get promotion, they get power with that promotion, and benefits and perks are like we get lot of benefits in government job like pension, we get pension after retirement, and the child care and that medical facilities, there are many more things that we we get benefits from that government job. And the work stress, the most important thing is that work stress, they work so freely in while in private sector people work so stressfully, so they cannot focus on their task what they are doing if they work for a lot of hours. In while in government job people work so freely, so they can think smartly what to do and they can execute all the plans in a proper manner. So I would say that government jobs are better than these private jobs. And
You have 30
government
seconds.
job.
30
Okay, at last I would say that government jobs are status for the individual's life, and they get more dignity and respect in their life when while doing government job. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Seth. Kevin, Kevin, are you
I'm
playing
here,
hide and
I'm
seek?
here, I'm here, I'm
Oh
here.
my God. I was
No,
thinking
I'm
like,
not
are you
playing
playing
hide
hide and
and
seek?
seek, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
Well,
not playing.
yeah. Have you given any entrance exam?
No, not now.
Oh my God. So are you preparing for a government job?
Yeah. No, I'm not preparing any for any government job. Even I don't want see. I don't want any kind of job in my life. I just wanna free my business, or I just wanna own my own organization or something like that. I'll do later, right? So it's not something like that I should reveal now.
Okay, means you also go through, I think, private job first, right?
Yeah, I have experience of that field as well. That's why I don't want that.
Okay, yeah. Well, thank you. So now, Kevin, we have to start our second round here because we have done, I think, all
How many people
participation,
were
right?
from your side? I think that I have less.
Yeah, five.
You can say you have
Yeah,
more.
I have also five. I have also five, and you have also five.
Okay.
Yeah. Dhruv, hello, Dhruv.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
You
please
know,
hold my side little bit more only. Yeah.
you have six, right? You have six. Just
No, no,
see
no.
in group
You can
list.
nominate. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You can start from your side and nominate one more people from each team. Then we'll see, and we will recycle people again. Okay. So guys, our second round will happen right now. So we go through in a polite manner. Don't be raise your voice, and please take care. One more thing, you can speak and give them others chance to also speak. Okay. You have 4 minutes 30 seconds to speak in second round. You may counter your point. You may tackle your point. You may ask to question each one, means each and other people. Okay. So Queen, who's coming from your team?
Sam, listen, that see clear, it's obvious thing from my side that you have 6 people in your team and I have 5 people. So I don't think so that would be worthy, that
Queen,
result would be
Queen,
against
Queen, Queen.
me.
I already told you. No, no, no. Queen, I already told you. You can replace the people, means you can recycle the people again. It's okay.
I'm not getting how can I do this?
I
I'm
said,
not
yeah,
getting.
you can
But
At least,
you can
I
there
will
is
give a
recycle the
there
chance
is
of.
people.
You can
I
use
think
two
one
teams,
is enough
one
for
person.
winning. We will win
Yeah,
anyways. I think so.
Don't
yeah.
worry, on
It's
Queen.
no, I'm not worried about this.
Okay, Sam Verma,
It's okay. I'm not
I
worried.
have work, so I am
Side,
going. So you can
side,
choose Dhruv.
side, wait. Yeah, side, wait. Dhruv is, Dhruv is leader here. Yeah, Queen,
Oh, it's
Queen.
okay.
Yeah, please choose one member.
For what? For
Nominate your team
head-to-head round.
members. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, he will be go first. He will.
Okay. He's from your team. In my team, Syed. Hello, Syed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go through, man. He and Syed.
Okay. On which topic? Uh,
Same topic,
you-
man. That is the
okay.
second round. Yeah.
Okay. So any kind of repetition is acceptable.
Here, yeah, here you can ask to question each other and you may do whatever you want.
Okay.
Here and Syed. Yeah.
Yes. I have a one question. Why the
Okay.
government work is always in a slow process? Many rape cases and many bribe cases are still pending in the court, and court is always run between the under the government sector.
Okay. So
And tell me, okay,
this is very good question. Okay. So there is some process. Okay. So to decide any kind of criminal. Okay. There is some law. Okay. Who defines us. Okay. So that's why there is a they need evidence and they need facts. So that time they have
so
that
could you
that thing
describe
get
the
more.
psychology of those girls who is passed from the rape cases, who passed from the rape, this kind of bad incident? What will be happen with them? Government
We are
just
Lots of
taking the
time. Okay.
process,
They,
and
government.
government just taking the process and taking the time, and in government jail, um, the prisons were treated as
one second.
a VIP person.
Judiciary
They're
system
getting
is
meat
different
and
from.
chicken, mutton from the in the jail. They're in the jail and they're in under the government sector, Dhruv. But in the foreigner countries, they are runs in the under the private sector. They get their uh, um, they get all kind of rights without
Okay.
wasting any mint.
Okay. You saw that speaking. You are speaking. Okay. So that not a fact. Okay. I can say. Yeah, India is also very kind of very punishable judic judgment here. We can
There is only
see.
one case in which the rapist get the rapist hang out. After this, there is no other case that the rapist will be after behind the cell, and
Yeah,
the party get the um, proper kind of any
because
treatment.
just because
Even
okay,
the
India,
even
India,
in
we are
any sector, you
we
can't
are
get a job
promoting
without giving
humanity.
a
Okay,
bribe.
we are not any kind of
We
we
in
are not
every
any
sector
kind of
you
evil.
can't
Okay,
give
our
you can't
judiciary
you
system
can
have
take a
some.
job without paying a bribe. Even IPS and IAS are giving a lot of bribe up to 1 crore just for getting job, and after that they are taking bribe from the people. They are discriminate the normal candidate, normal citizen. And
No,
after
it's not
that
happened.
many
Very. You
yes,
are blaming.
in
Okay,
many cases,
if you have any kind
cases
of okay,
the
if you have any kind of
they
sources
attempt
or
the
any kind of
suicide.
facts, so you can describe.
And now
You
you
are
can see
blaming
what
them.
government did
You are making
with the
own story.
farmers.
Okay, not
Six,
any kind
six,
of you have
70,
a
700 farmers are died in the protest, but government did nothing. And after that,
but
after the death of 700, we will ready
they are
to
protecting
withdraw
for their
the
rights.
they
Okay,
withdraw the laws.
okay.
They are doing nothing
Why
for
they are
the
get
bribe.
We are
okay,
talking about jobs,
why they are dying?
government
Why
jobs
they
and
are,
we are not talking about like what
And
is
government
doing
jobs,
what is
they are taking too much money for paying just for filling the form up to 2000,
Guys, you have 30
and the
seconds.
result always come
oh,
9% and 7%. But in private sector,
very
you
one
are
second.
getting
I will
job.
say
Even
you.
I
I
fill
can
my
say one
exam.
second.
Even
Okay,
I
one
filled my
second.
exam
One second.
before
You
7
give
months.
me a chance.
Until
If you
now
have become IAS,
they
okay, you
didn't
have to
declare the
only have
exam
one
date, but
hundred rupees. Okay,
they eat
if
the
if
money.
you want to
They
become
just eat
IAS,
the money.
only you have to
Here
100 rupees.
I
You fill a
here
form
And
and you
in
can
the bribe,
become
you have to
IAS
pay 1
if you have
crore. In the
ability.
bribe,
That kind of.
you have to pay 1 crore.
Okay, so
Fire, guys. Fire,
Oh
your
my
time up.
God. Thank you so much,
Your
guys.
time up. Thank you so
This
much,
was
team.
Good,
material,
good. This
like
is good.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, boys.
superb.
listen,
Please
I
mute
want
yourself. Yeah.
to clear something here.
Mute yourself. Gaurav, mute yourself. You will be.
I'm just
You may also
give
get
me a
chance.
chance, man. Like
Gaurav, please mute yourself. Yeah. Queen,
Yeah.
I think they were
My
great. I think
people,
hey,
they were
see,
can
my
I
great.
just
people.
clear
I think
one
they were
thing?
great. Gaurav, please wait, man.
Hey man,
I think
one
they were
word, one
great.
sentence. One sentence. I was like, I just want to say one thing. We are talking about a government job and private sector versus we are not talking about social, what is going in the social society and all. We are talking about a job.
Gaurav,
Please
Gaurav,
you don't
Gaurav, Gaurav,
distract with
Gaurav,
your
Gaurav,
topic.
Gaurav. Yeah, I agree with your
Agree with
point,
you,
man.
Gaurav.
But you will also get times. You also get chance. You may speak over it. It's okay. Yeah. So, Queen,
Okay, so as I said that you have, so now I'm gonna nominate from my side Prashant Chandra. Prashant Chandra will be here for question answer round. I think he would do great, and you can nominate your people.
okay, Prasan. Okay. So from my team, Saf,
Yes,
Saf,
I'm ready.
go
Yes, I'm
through,
ready.
man, and speak with enthusiasm. Yeah, go people.
Okay, I'll try to give my best.
Prashant, go ahead.
Prasant,
Yes, yes.
Prasant, and yes, Saf.
Prashant, do you have any question about regarding that government jobs? Because I think government jobs are better than these private jobs.
Okay, Saif. I think personally, you asked me, said I don't think so, buddy. If you just remove that kind of certain jobs, rather, we just focus. If we talk about government job, bro, I just we like to do target based work. Sometimes it's happen. You can also see a many example, especially if you talk and visit any government sector and jobs. Other you can see the officer how they react to you, how they treat you. It's totally unradically. Suppose take example of many major banks and many private just public sector companies and others. If you want to just experience to just for some documentation other stuff, my god, you just want to go learn lots of n number of process which are totally relentless. Seems to be appear also some recent, I just put example recent view one of the things that regarding BMC in Jahangirpur other step. Look at the how they work prettily. Supreme Court just passes the witment around 11 p.m. and they just
Yes, yes.
start working around 12:30. So the how they totally careless. But and the cows they put it, I
Shall I
don't get the
speak?
hard copy, man.
Shall I
In
speak?
digital era,
Would
in
you give me a
digital
chance
era,
to
would you
speak?
like to just let me finish? In
Look,
digital era,
you
would
are
you
going.
expect that hard
You are
copy
talking
that would
about
you
the
have?
ethical points, right? You are not talking the beneficial points of your job, right? I did
No, no,
ask that.
no.
What
Look,
what are
private
the
sector
benefits that I would
we generally focus to
start liking private job rather than this government job? You are going
SAF,
ethical. You are just
SAF,
yes.
SAF at first your voice, bro, just please. I think it's a kind of echo. So try to some speak your mic or the other stuff so I can hear you clearly if it's possible.
Can you hear me now? Now it's clear.
Okay, yes, SAF.
So I'm
No,
saying that we
in
believe in target based work rather than the just you just do in a kind of a duty like a red type is just go just spend a 6 to 7 hour
no,
and
no,
yes
no, brother.
come back. Yes,
Let me
it's
correct you.
definitely habit.
Let
And
me
if you
correct
also
you.
talk
You
about
know, we
if you
work
just
according to a Indian standard codes, right? We cannot
yes
make any mistake while doing anything. We have to use proper documents. If we use wrong documents, like if we don't work according to IS codes and these things, then we can be punished for that. We have to be so punctual and so uh, uh, we have to be so careful while doing work, right?
no, no
As
look
being
look
like I'm a
mainly
civil engineer,
if
right?
you talk about
Look,
Sam,
let me tell you
let
about myself. I
if
am a civil
you also
engineer. So you know
have
what is the responsibility of that government job? If a civil engineer is going to make a mistake in the soil collection, if the building collapse just due to that point, we are the responsible for that collapsing.
then
So it
how
means
then
that
if you are that kind of
look,
responsible then
look,
why
look,
millionaires go out from the
that's
country
why we
and
have to
take the
do so
single penny
carefully.
of
Look,
the common citizen.
a
If you are a common
private
man,
holder
just listen
cannot
me.
do this.
If
That's
you
why
are a
we have to
common
write
man, you are can't
private job,
able banker
private
keep your
engineers.
gods and just assets
Look,
and you are the
we
big bully
government
person
engineers are the
hundred and
instructors.
crores of million
We
rupee go
government
out the
engineers are
country.
the one who
So
give
how you are that time
instructions to those
careful?
private engineers.
No, man, you are not
No,
careful, especially government.
look,
Just they believe in
look,
the doing documentation and
private job
the things
holders
that
are the
they got
best of the
allotted.
best because
Guys, can we
Don't think
have
too
that's
much
30
beyond
seconds,
this.
last 30 seconds?
Yeah, so I
That's why,
would just say
that's why
simply that,
UPSC
we
conduct
believe
for.
in that target
Could you
basis
tell
and the
me that
promotable
UPSC
things and wider
conducting
expectation.
exam for the
But you, how
private
you are
jobs?
lazy, how the other
UPSC
things
is
are
the
that happening in government
most
sector, everyone
recognized
just know and just thinks
organization
that how
that
it tough
who
procedure.
recruits
If you
the
just
very
want to
good,
a government sector
very good
job, you are
Time's
engineers.
up, time's up,
just
time's
process
up,
for
time's up,
very
time's
many
up,
things.
guys. Time's up,
So
time's up,
that's
time's
it.
up. Uh, yeah. Team A and Team B. I wanna say something here. Please give them others also to chance to speak. Okay. Others opponents also.
Can I
Like
suggest
Prashant, you
something,
did it.
Sam?
Sunny,
Hello.
yes, please.
Oh, just I think you should take some moderate part, because just give time for a question and then give time for answer. Others should not
Sunny.
speak in between.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sunny. Thank you so much. Guys, that is why yeah, Saf, please mute. Yeah. Saf, mute yourself. Yeah. Now your turn is complete. Yeah. So people, please give them other opponents also to chance to speak. Okay. Don't be go very fast. Because people we are learner here and please give them also tackle your points and counter your points also. Okay. So Queen,
I'm here.
Queen, are you there? Yeah. Please
Yeah.
nominate one person.
Okay, so I'm gonna nominate Piyush Garg from my side. He's gonna rock again.
Okay, Piyush. Okay. So from my team, Khushbu, Khushbu, who are you there? Hello, Khushbu.
Hello.
Okay. Gitanjali, yeah, Khushbu, please
Hello.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. So
Hello.
let me start by asking you a question. Like you only talked about the security in the government jobs and the stress levels are very less. So don't you think that in government sector the government is providing security that you won't be get fired and there will be not much pressure. So that's the reason that there is so much corruption in government departments. Yeah, I think you understand what I said. I think Kushbu is not speaking.
Khushbu,
Hello. Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible.
Just give me a second. 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, no issue. Well, at that time, I have some
Hello.
questions to
Am I
Gaurav
audible
Ratnawala.
right?
Yeah, you can speak.
Please, you can ask because of my network issue. I couldn't hear you properly.
I just have a question to all the people who are saying that the government sector is good. Like in the government sector, you talk about the security in the government sector, right? That the government can't fire you from the job. Like you can have fixed salaries no matter how much targets or no matter how much work you completed. So that's the reason I think the government sector is most corrupt nowadays in India. Like everyone is corrupt. 99% in the employees in the government sector are corrupt. While if we talk about the private sector, I think corruption is not a part in the private sector, right?
Okay, so why you talk about the government sector could be corrupted? It's only a part, like not only the government sector could be corrupted, but also the part of the sector could be government sector is be corrupted. How? Like if you like caught red-handed by something, so by doing something, so at that time you giving the pension, you giving the penalty, you given the rupee in terms of the sorry, in terms of the what say rishwat, yeah, in terms of the rishwat. So that time you given the rishwat for the
Right.
police officer. Yeah,
Bribe,
sorry.
bribe. It's
Yeah.
called bribe.
Yeah, you give the pride for the policeman. So at that time, it also be a corruption. Not only the government sector giving government sector taking the corruption, but also the private sector too.
Don't you think if there are so many checks and balances as they are in the private sector, like you can be fired from the job if you found practicing any kind of activities like corruption. So in the private sector, you can be easily fired, right, if you're not performing well. But in case of government sector, in the banks, not in case of banks, but in so many other departments in the clerical level also, people are getting so much corrupt because they are not having some kind of burden or not any kind of checks, and they are not getting checked right in the government sector. That's why they are getting the guts to do corruption. And if I talk about asking you some other points also, like what do you prefer, private hospitals or government hospitals, right? You will also, I think you will definitely prefer private hospitals because they are much more efficient and they are much more capable of dealing with any kind of
Can you
disease.
speak right now?
Yeah.
Yes. So why I asked for the topic, as you said, the government sector or private sector, which could be a corrupted. So not only the private sector, when you're going for the placements at that time, you need to be give some, you need to be give some money at that time, and after that he will hire you. So that time it also be considered, and the other factor is also recommendation. Recommendation is a part of the private sector, but recommendation is not a part of the government sector. But at that time, when you have a ability to crack any exam, so at that time you are clear, you are able, you are good for that. So at that time, government will hire you. So that time,
You talked about
corruption
the
is
recommendation,
not
right?
be good. And if we talk about the other point, yeah, like I would prefer to the government sector. I would prefer to the government hospital. How, in private sector, people taking too much high, too
30
much
seconds,
high.
30 seconds.
Yeah, people
Okay, you
taking
can
too
speak.
doctor taking too much high. Even they are not take care of the patient. So in government sector, government provides the welfare. Government
And
is working as a all yeah, altruism.
but you talked about the recommendations, right? If the recommendations are there in private sector, but if I say like if I refer some person and he is not performing well, I have the authority to fire him, right? I have the authority to kick him out of my company. But that's not the case in government sector. If you have entered in the government sector, you will only get retired after 58 or 68, 60 years of your age. But there is no
Time up.
provision like.
Time up. Up.
Yep. Thank
Okay.
you so much,
So
Piyush and Khushbu. Yeah. Twin,
yeah,
twin.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, would you like to prefer private sector like private hospital or government hospital?
Obviously private, right?
Okay, if you wanna work in it, so
I would go to government sector. Like if I have, I get chance to work in hospital, really, so I'll prefer government hospital because nowadays, or even usually we see that what kind of condition the hospital have. So they
What
need
about
those kind of people who can reform those areas. So I would prefer
what
that as
about
well.
so why will you prefer only for government job in a government hospital? Why?
See, I just simply said that I would go there for reform, right? If they will hire me on internship, they will say me that we are not going to provide you any security regarding your job. We will hire you as a internship, or you can say on that basis, on that criteria. Then I would love to do it. I don't want any kind of security. So this is something like that.
No, no. You want security. You want money. That is why you prefer
No,
government
dude.
job.
Even those people who are saying now that government is providing you pension, even they should know that in UP you are not, you are not allowed to have any kind of pension. I think, yeah,
Well, thank
pension
you so
after
much.
your
Well,
job.
thank you so much for agree my point. Like you will also prefer government hospital for working. Thank you so much. Well,
and
yeah. Now I'm going to nominate. Now I'm going to nominate another person. Gitanjali.
Yes.
Yeah. Queen, over to you.
I think I have two people now. So Darbar will go ahead.
Gitanjali, go with a question and counter
Okay.
your points also. Tackle your point with enthusiasm.
Okay, Darbar, are you there? So my
Yes.
question is to you that mm, don't you think that in private sector there is a not proper time management? Means people have to do overtime for extra money. Doing overtime, we have to take the stress, and when we are taking stress and tension, it is against our health. And I know that you don't do overtime in your heart. So doing it for extra money, is it important? What do you think about that?
It depends on us. There is no force, okay? But in government job, there is force. There is a pressure to work upon the times, and after 8 hours, you won't get any money. But in private sector, we get money. When we overtime from our office time, they will, give us extra money. That is the benefit. Okay, so this is not a negative point of private sector. And if you're talking about stressful life, there is stressful life in government job too. If you're talking about administration job like IAS, IPS, and also in banking sector, there is stress too. There are many banking managers who are getting better. That is also a concern nowadays.
Yeah, you're right.
In your
But
in the first case, we're talking about job security. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing about the job security. If you're a skilled person, then you don't need a job security. Second, if you're in a government job and you are right now of 40 years of age, and if you will get fired from the government job, then you will find private job. That is a great point. But in private job, if you are a skilled person, you are a talented person, have
listen,
then
your voice is breaking.
salary will, your salary package will be higher. Your many other
Listen,
promotion chances as well. But in
listen. In
yes,
government job, the peoples don't have the fire. It is the benefit of the government job. In other hand,
no,
in
ma'am.
private job, the
According to
people
the labor
have to listen
ministry,
of their boss. In
no,
private
no one
jobs,
can fire you without a reason. No one can fire
yeah,
you without a
you're
reason.
right.
Okay,
But
there is a
if you're
conditions
not doing
when
work
you
on
join any
time,
service. When you join any service, there is service conditions. Okay, when you sign the
yeah,
offer package, there is conditions. Okay, no one can fire you without any prior notification. And this is the benefit of a private job. If you are getting fired from any company, you have experience, you can go to another company. But if
But
you
what you
fired
do
in
that
the
what
government
you
job, you won't
what
get
you have
any
the
other
use of
government
that
job.
experience? If you are going to
Okay,
fire
let me
and
tell
you
you
are the
about,
only
I have
source
an
of
example.
money from your family, take listen, I'm going to give you one situation. If you are the only one source of money from your family and you are going to fire from your boss, so how will you live happy life, and how will you even give them the food? If you have a skill, it don't
It
matter
is
if
same
you are
applies
going
in the government
fired.
job too.
But
If
in
you are,
government
if you
job
are
we
getting
have the
fired from a
stability,
government job,
we have
you
the
won't get
flexibility.
pension, you won't get pension.
This
Okay,
rule
this is
now
the first
applied,
thing.
but we have
Your
the
concepts are
very
not
very
clear.
large income. Okay, in
No. You're wrong. There is only a pay revision. According to a pay revision, only a senior IAS will get 2,50,000. Okay, and a president gets 5 lakh rupees. Okay,
so
that
it
is
is
the
a
last
less.
and higher package. So it is a less for us. We are working in private sector and we are getting more than 5 lakhs rupees per month. You don't know about Sundar
30
Pichai?
second people, 30 seconds.
Check his salary.
But
Check
you
his
give my
salaries.
questions
Or and I
answered.
have
I'm giving you a situation. How will you handle
an
it?
example. I have an example. An academy whose founder is Roman Saini, whose
Okay.
founder he left his IPS position and joined academy as a founder.
Your voice is breaking,
Now
bro.
that is crores of also manage crore cricket league. Not my voice is not breaking. You can't speak before me. That is why you are saying this.
No,
Breaking.
not like that.
Your voice is
Yes.
breaking.
Okay. Yes. And there is no pension system in
Listen,
there is no pension system. There is no pension system in government too.
I
Okay.
know that it
Understand
is
this thing.
applied now.
After
It is applied
2005,
now. This rule is
after
applied now.
2005, if you are getting, no, there are
Time's
some
up, guys. Time's up.
consequences in the
Time's up.
states.
Time's up.
Okay.
Yeah, time's up. Thank you so much. Time's up.
Yeah,
Time's up.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, people.
Here.
Queen, Queen.
I'm here.
Yeah, I wanna ask one more question here also to you. What jobs give the most freedom, government or private? Queen.
See, if you are a lazy person, right? So you will feel that you are free in government job, but not really. Even I have so many people who are working in government sector, and they are just really frustrated from their job, and they are like, we don't have any other option, or we can choose. Or it might be possible they will lose their job, but they will leave their job by their wish after some time, right? So it depends upon your situation, that how do you feel in your work, or how much enjoy your work.
Okay, means government job don't have any kind of freedom, right?
No,
Is it?
not really. Not
Oh
really.
my God, really?
Yeah, really not. You can see so many IAS, IPS officers. They have to
So
work day
why we
and
are
night.
preparing?
Even they
Why
don't.
we are preparing for entrance? Why we are preparing for entrance?
You are preparing. I'm not preparing. How can
Not
I
I am
say
like
about
many people are
myself right
preparing.
now?
Many people are preparing. I think your private jobs also preparing, like who are supporting government job. I'm sorry, private job.
See,
Well, okay.
here is a dialogue famous in our India कि भेड़ चाल तो सभी लोग चलते हैं. Depend upon that what you do after in that
Oh
field,
my
right? So
God.
that matter a lot. Yeah. So
Okay.
भेड़ चाल चलने से क्या होता है यार?
Okay, means
Just be
you
भेड़.
are also doing CPOC, right?
No, I'm not doing. This is what I'm saying, that I'm not preparing for any exam. Till
Oh
now,
my
I'm not
God.
preparing.
Okay. Means we are preparing for exams, so we are CPOC, right? We are doing CPOC here.
Obviously.
Oh
For
my
that, you have
God.
to prove your talent.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Queen. Yeah, nominate other person from UAT.
So I have last one, Mr. Sunny. I think he will rock again, and you can invite your
Okay, Mr.
Mr.
Sunny.
Sunny.
Okay. Yeah. Gaurav, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Yeah, you were waiting, I think, a lot from starting. Okay. Yeah. Gaurav, go with a rock, man.
Yes. Hi, Sunny. Sunny, you have any question
Hello.
for me
Yes.
to God because I'm a favor of government sector because I feel it was the
Uh,
best. Because I just complete one sentence.
okay.
First,
Actually, I have a question for you.
private
Uh,
sector work profit and a government sector work society and peoples. So from that, it was like there is no competition of that government private sector. Government always, yeah. Question.
I have one question. That
Hmm.
why government and government sector is selling all these different entities like Air India and like postal department is also about to like close down and it is going to make privatized. They are handing
Hmm.
over things to private sector people. Means
Hmm.
private jobs are going to be there. So
Hmm.
why, if government employees are so skilled and they are having so much like good things, so why
Hmm.
government is selling things to private things?
They are selling because somewhere they are not getting profit, and it was they are not selling. The government people, like they whose they are working, they are not selling. It was selling by the government of India, and government of India is not a permanent government. It was only for 5 years. So we can't compare a government sector as a government of India, because government of India is not a permanent government. It was only for 5 years.
No, but the entities which are sold out now, they are for permanent. So government is taking only the decision, looking
That
after the entire
this
history of
government is
that particular entity.
this government is not a government sector, so it was not a permanent one. After some year, if new government will come, they can change their rule. If they want,
No,
they can hire
I
again.
think I think no.
If they want to take
I think you
Tata, they
misunderstood
can
the
take it.
question.
No, if they want to take Tata in see,
Hmm.
it's very simple. If government want Tata as a government company, they want to take. They come with a new law, and they take Tata as our new as a government company.
But based
They will.
on what? Based on
So
what?
thing is very
Any
simple.
government, no, any
Government is
government
not a
cannot take
permanent.
any decision without any
Government is
base, right? There
government
has
is
to be
not a
some base.
permanent. See, listen. Thing is very simple. Government is not a permanent. So the decisions are also not a permanent. If next year new government will come, they will take all the companies. They will make all the companies as a government companies. So in that way, everyone come into the government sector. So we can't take these decisions as a permanent and all decisions. We are talking here a
I completely, no,
private sector
actually, I'm just
talking that.
completely disagreeing with you because any government, may it be any government, if they
Yeah.
cannot take any haphazard decision, okay,
They can take
without
it
any base.
any
No,
decision
no, not a
by
single,
just
not a
pass
single.
any by
Can you
pass.
can you can you please can you please elaborate what you are saying with one
Yeah, okay.
example, without
Yesterday,
any, yeah.
listen. Yesterday, I make a one party, and my party win 400 MLAs. My party win 400 MLAs. They come into the Lok Sabha, and that day I just make a decision that all
Brother, I am asking you for an example. Example. You are
example
just
is that that is
no.
the
You are
example.
you are giving hypothetical example. I'm saying when you say what you said na, there has
Hmm.
to be some realistic.
It would
And
be, it would
which
be
government took this kind of
if
haphazard
government wants.
decision?
Decisions are like it is not a permanent decision, so we can't go through that much serious, because they are only for 5 years.
30-second people.
Brother, what I am saying,
And if
just
I
give
talk
me
about
one
can I
example
can I talk about
which
the
was
private
taken
sector?
haphazardly without any
Can I
base.
ask about private sector question? See, in a
Yes,
government
please. Yes,
sector,
please.
one of the employment get 70,000 plus some allowances plus family security and all those things.
Hmm.
What about the private
Hmm.
sector? In a private sector, they are getting only 50,000, 15,000, and the private sector, they are only working for a profit, and they just hired in 15,000. They hire 7 to 8 eight laborers, and they work
Correct.
for 12 hour in that company, and they
Correct.
even a government
Time's
sector,
up. Time's
they are
up. Time's
getting
up, guys.
70,000.
Time's up. Time's up,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you so much, Sunny and Gaurav. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Queen,
Actually, question was also not completed. Anyway,
Queen, Queen.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Question
Oh my
was
God. Give
in his
Yeah, give him
answer.
straight, man. Please give him treat. He looked like
To
very lazy.
whom?
Yeah, Sunny. He looked like very lazy.
Okay.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay. It might be possible that you were sleeping at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you thinking or you are in under?
Okay. Yeah. I wanna ask something. One more thing here. Like most of people prefer government job. They are preparing government job almost like 3 to 5 years, right? So government job is not everyone glass of whiskey, right? Is it?
I don't think so. Yeah, really, it's not.
Yeah. That is why some people are prefer only government job because of time, because of security, right? Queen?
Yeah, wow, nice
Oh my
point.
god.
I don't think so that just because of security you can't sacrifice your financial state, right? If you want to be a person who is, at a 30 or 35 he is person who has
And
financial
you know,
independence in his or her life, he can't achieve that
Sunny.
and
situation
again,
from government job. I'm just saying being
Oh
honest,
my
with
god.
honesty, that person can't achieve that kind of situation or state in his or her life.
Okay. We'll see. Next round, people will tackle your points also and mine also. Okay. So from
Yeah.
my team, another people. Sayed, are you there? Sayed,
Yeah, bro. I'm here.
yeah. Queen, over to you.
I'll invite. Where is Piyush Garg? Yeah,
Yeah, I already speak, right?
I
On
think
the
he's
third
gonna
segment.
have 2 rounds.
Okay, okay.
So, so what we can do now?
Sayed and Piyush, you can go.
Result.
Okay, ask me any kind of
Now you
anything,
can
Gaurav.
answer the question,
If
or
you have any,
you can do. Yeah,
Yeah, Seth, you have any questions? Like, you have any
yeah,
kind of,
yeah. I have question. Okay,
yeah.
okay. One question I have. Okay, in private sector, I see lots of bosses and managers, and they they are going to punish any kind of any employee. Okay, and they are also making profit and getting own self. Okay, not for any kind of distribution of them. Okay, that profit. So this is very, I think, very bad thing I have ever seen. Okay, only profit get only for only bosses. Okay, not any kind of it's divided into employees and employer.
Oh,
So
you said
what we
that
can
they're
say?
gonna punish. That's not the punishment, okay? They want some kind of
Psychological
reward.
punishment. I saw order,
No,
just like
no,
order na. Any
that's
kind of
that's
order
not that's not
misbehave.
punishment, right?
Sometimes it's happen na. So sometimes it's happen
There
na.
is some
Sometimes it's
level of
happen there. Okay. Some employee are good than good knowledge than their boss. You know
you
about that?
finish your point, right? I think I must say now. You
You
said
can.
said about punishment. That's not a punishment. There's some kind of strictness that is necessary in kind of jobs, right? If there is no strictness, as we can see in the government sector, there is no checks and balances. So there is a lot of chances like they won't give the efficiency. They won't get the efficiency in their work, right? Like if we talk about any project, the private sector will do the same project in very much less time and with much more better quality and uh, better materials.
And
And if we could
okay,
talk about the
one second.
government sector, there
You
will
can
be a
stop.
lot of corruption involved. If we talk about any roadways and all those stuffs, that's why the government has started. I think there is someone in civil engineer also, no? I think that's why the government started that program, build, operate, and transfer (BOT) program. Like they involve the private sector to build any infrastructure, and then they transfer it that to government. Maybe because the government also found it out that the private sector is much more efficient and corruption free.
What about profit?
May I
If you
like
think
to
profit
add
will
So
some
distribute in.
you
point?
talk about the profit now. The government sector employees are getting the fixed salaries, no matter how much the government is earning or government is in loss. The all the employees in the government sector are getting fixed salaries, no matter how much more taxes, no much how much more profit government is earning, right?
Yeah. I will give one example to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am traveling on a private bus, or I am traveling for government bus. For government bus, I pay only 100 rupees. Okay, for 100 kilometer or any kind of. Okay, but in a private bus, I paid 500. Okay, 1,000 around. Okay, for
No,
same situation, same place.
there is 100 and 1,000. That's not the ratio actually.
Okay,
if it's
okay.
100
I
in
am saying
government, then
one
it will be
second. Okay,
200 in private.
5 to 10 times more than okay, any kind of government okay,
Private bus.
facility. Yeah, private bus take 10 times money. So and
No, no, I don't
it
agree.
is not
Like I
divided
have.
into now on employer also. This is very bad thing I'm saying about.
No, if the employer is doing its work, and if it's providing some kind of
They are puppet.
value to
They
the
are working
company,
like
they will.
puppet.
No, who told you they are working like puppet? Huh? The private
No,
companies allow so many
they are not a
promotions.
part of a company that
They
they are
allow.
not okay.
So you are a part of government if you think you are doing government job, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I
Who
am
told you are a part of government? Huh? Government is for 5 years.
in
You
the
lost the
government
job after
sector.
five
I am
years.
part of government sector. If you are, I am doing government job,
No,
and there is
there
no
is
any kind of
legislature and there is
okay.
executive. You are a part of execution, not a part of legislature. Okay. You,
Okay, one thing is good
yeah.
in government. Okay, okay. If
You talk
government
no
is
no 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 no. Let me complete. You talk about the private buses. Okay, I usually travel a lot in the buses. I see the difference, right? You talk about there are less fares in less fare in the government buses, but we are getting like
Last 30
cleanliness in the
second, people.
private bus. We are getting cleanliness. We are getting like facilities of water. We are getting no delays in the buses, and we are having a comfort drive. So that's the services private sector is offering.
but you are taking 10 time money
We
now also by
No, no,
same
no.
route
Who
and
told
same
you?
place
No, no,
for
that's
same
not
place.
correct.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not.
I saw,
Maybe that
I
depends
saw
on the
many
route to
times
route, na? That depends on route to route.
for same service. One
No, no.
sometimes it's a great service by government provided. Okay, sometimes most valuable service government provide, but uh, if and we are paying more 10 time more than we are not getting that much quality of service. It's happened
Okay.
sometimes
Give me the answer. Like why BSNL is failing and why Geo and other communication service companies are rising so
because
much.
government promoting in a
Time's up, guys.
government
Time's
Who
up.
promoting
told you?
to
Who
Geo.
told you?
Time's up,
But
guys.
who is
Time's up.
promoting Airtel?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Well, Queen, do you have any other participants? Queen, Queen, are you sleeping? I think. Queen, hello,
I'm
Queen.
not sleeping here actually.
Oh my God. Okay, you are thinking like, how can I
My
prepare
classes are
government
running.
exam? Yeah.
My
Okay,
classes
okay,
are
okay.
running side by.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you can take your class also. Well, people, we have finished our whole participants, and we have one member, one leader also. Like, he supported me a lot in debate session, and he will ask some question to you in a next round. It will be third round. Right now I am going to conduct with you. We have several questions also for both of the teams. So in that behalf, we will get your marks, we will get your knowledge also. Okay, so you may give the answer if a right example and right manner, so we will give you 2 point extra in it. Okay, so Dhruv, are you there?
Yeah, hi Sam, I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Surya is there.
No, no, no.
Saf, yeah, Saf is there. Hi Saf, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, I am there.
Okay. So you were in favor of government job, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I am in favor of government job.
Okay. Okay. So you raised one particular concern about the pension. What do you know about the pension? Just be concise. Like what sort of pension security you will get in the government?
Okay, that is the part of benefits of government job, right? In government job, most of the government job we get pension. Pension is something that we get money after the retirement, and while in private job, only few good companies provide these kind of facilities, but a lot of them they don't offer this kind of facilities. So this, according to me, this is beneficial for the government job. That's it.
Okay. So as a private employee, I just want to let you know for the information, as a private employee, you have a EFA account, PPF accounts. The same amount will be deducted and some percent will be added by the employer to the employee. In government job, earlier it was a old pension scheme and now it is a new pension scheme, NPS, where you have to deduct a 10% of your salary, part of the salary, and the government is paying until and unless you are in government job only. After just retirement, you will get nothing. Whatever the money they have said while you are in service, they will pay you. So I don't think so that it's something that is creating a much difference between these two. Even if you are getting much more salary in the private jobs, what is harm in it? What kind of a security? Okay, that is the one point. The second point, you told about the dignity and the respect. So
Yes, sir.
most of the people I asked or I just listened over here, they were saying government employees are corrupted. So what sort of a dignity it is that on the face somebody is calling you corrupted, or they are saying to you sir, and backbiting and bitching, they are calling you corrupted? Is it a dignity position? Is it a really a loyal status that you are maintaining into the society? What is your
Sir,
stand into that?
let's say that in another way. If suppose hypothetically speaking, if I'm in a government servant, right, I'm a very honest person and I don't do any corruption, and I'm an IAS officer, isn't my dignity will my dignity not increase if I'm an IAS officer and I'm not a corrupt civil service officer? So I guess that uh, in government job dignity is respect is too much, like in private job there may be a money but not that respect. If we go as being an IAS officer, if we go somewhere we receive lot of respect from people, while in private job holders they don't get that much respect. That's
But
what I
Saf,
think.
what is that point? What is that particular point will make out you concern that you are not getting in front? People are speaking, boasting about you that you are good, but they are backbitching, they are backbiting you, stabbing just because of you belong to a particular strata of the particular sector, so called within the courts, I would call it government, and you are called being corrupted, as titled as corrupted.
I know, sir.
So
This
is
is the
it?
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this is one of the major problem in India. That's why UPSC
Two
has
minutes.
had
Sorry,
you
30
know
Mhm.
why
seconds. Oh my God.
UPSC in UPSC introduced one thing that they added ethics subject just to learn between good thing and wrong thing, that we don't corrupt in future. So, there is a
Okay.
lot of
Another
yeah, I
point
know.
you made, another point you made that they have the powers. What sort of a powers you were talking about?
Like sir, they control they control our nation. They are the one who is running our country. And sir, they got a power like if I would talk about myself, like I'm a civil engineer. I've seen that government engineers, we have to do work according to them. We cannot do work according
As a
to us.
civil engineer, you can only put
Okay.
forward your policy, your agenda
Time's
points,
up.
your
Time's up. Time's up.
mental
Dhruv.
stress for implementation. Yeah, okay, fine.
Dhruv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Thank you
are
so
the
much, Saif.
instructors, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Saif. Yeah. Yeah. Dhruv, you can go
Okay.
another team, another PA. Yeah.
Excuse me, can I
Okay.
go next because I
Yeah,
have
Dhruv.
answers.
Yeah, Dhruv. You can
Mhm.
nominate her.
Okay. Who's that? Heer.
He.
Here,
Yeah.
So Here you were supporting which side?
Private job.
Okay, private job. So what do you think? Like even you were also there, you were supporting that I have the skills, then I can do a private job, isn't it?
Yes,
So
because I
would you
feel
condemn that? Would you condemn that particular point? The person who are working under the government sectors, they don't have these skills. They are just a layman.
no, because their area is quite limited. They can't if a person working under a sector, so he spend his whole life in that sector. But
Okay, just
in
define
private job, you can taste each and every sector. So that's why
the
you having
limitation you are talking about. What's that
yes.
limitation?
Like if you are math teacher, so you always go with
What
a
is
math.
that limitation?
Uh, you always go with the
If you
fixed
go
things.
through the, yeah,
Yes, fixed
okay,
things.
here I
But
just want
in
to tell you, if you
yes,
are in a government sector, if you have the knowledge of FRSR rules, there are a lot of provisions under which you can even get on deputation, you can change your ministry, you can change your position, you can change even your designation by writing the departmental exams. It is up to you that you have that particular knowledge for the sake of, not for the betterment of somebody's mind. It is for your own sake. You should have that knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, then who will going to tell you? I don't think so
okay.
anybody has
You
that
know,
particular favor.
many rules are just stuck under the files. They do not people does not do not aware about the rules, and the government the worker in which
Who is
sector
responsible for
he is
it? It
working.
is the government of India, Union of
Because
India, or
government
a
because
employee?
government is not listening to the candidates. Many there are
No.
youth is available who
If
is
you fill the
unemployed
form, I
and
think
suffering for the
nomination will be
government.
done. No, no.
No,
If you fill the form, I think nomination will be.
I filled my exam. I filled a two-time exam, but even until now, they do not declare any examination date. They do not give any specific information when the exam will be conducted, and
Have you
any kind
filed
of
the case?
information.
Have you filed the case? What were the
No, just wait
the
and watch what happens.
remedial measures? No, no. What were the
If the
remedial
government is really,
measures?
if
30
the
seconds.
government
30.
really need, if the government really concerned about us, they will change it. Something will be happen. But
See,
I can easily
if
get a
on
job
your
if
part you have taken the
I'm
remedial
preparing.
measures, you could have blamed the government. I think so. But even you haven't finished
There
with
are
that, you
many
haven't
cases
through
still
with that.
pending. There is a many cases pending in the court.
But you
That
have to take your
is
own
still
initiative.
running.
You
Oh, it will
cannot blame
increase the
like
number
that.
of cases. It will
Well,
increase the
let
number
it
of
be.
cases.
Let it be.
Nothing new will be happen. No justice.
It's not a
No
burden on your
any kind of
shoulders. It's not a
concern.
burden on your shoulders, dear.
I'm again
Yep.
going to waste my money
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think time's up.
on
Thank you
lawyers
so much.
and
Thank you
on.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much being with us. You can carry on your IELTS classes. Okay.
Okay.
Dhruv,
Who is the
next two
next?
questions, man. Yeah. You
Who
may
is the
ask to
next?
anyone,
Okay.
like Gita. You can go through
Okay. I
Piyush
just
sir
want to ask
and
Piyush.
next Gitanjali. Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Piyush, you told something about like the private people get fired or something you told about it. The government have more security. So what was that particularly? Could you just recall that particular thing?
I said that there are securities in government sector, right? There are no checks in the government sector. Like the employer is not tested out based on his skills, so that
Mhm.
leads to corruption in the government department. Whereas in the
So
private
what sort
sector,
of
if you're
a
not,
like
yeah,
mhm.
I'm saying like in the private sector, if you're
Finish it
not
off.
performing well, if you're not efficient in the private sector, you will be simply terminated from the company. Like the company can kick you off, but in the government sector, like the corrupt people are so much corrupt, like because they know that they are secure and they can't be kicked off from the government.
It is not particularly like that. For your information, I just want to add it. It is the draftable policy of the UPSC even. It is now pending with the DOPT for the consideration. Up to now, it was not there, but our annual assessment report is there. That is called an APR. and people have to get minimum 5 grades every year. If it is not there, less than that, they will not get the another promotion, and yearly increment is there. There's a provision for yearly increment for every employee, whether they belongs to C, B, or A level, or A rank officers, or B rank officers, or C rank officers. So that is the assessment, one point. The another policy which I am talking about, that is the draftable policy, under which there is a thorough check on quarterly basis, and it has to be done by the your head of the department, whosoever is appointed over there. So this is the
But
point.
don't you think the higher level officers in the government sector, in government departments, like they are also corrupt, the higher officers, right?
See,
And
I think
they don't.
corruption is in mentality. You cannot universalize everything. If something, I think there are several scams. If SBI had met with one branch with some kind of a scam, I do not call it every branch that no, this is the particular SBI branch and there should be a kind of a scam over there also. So it's a mentality.
Last
It is
30
not just
seconds.
like that. And you call it corruption. I met those persons, contractors, who used to come to the government sectors. There is a particular term called outsourcing. Now the government initiatives is for outsourcing. The private persons are coming, sir, give my name into the tender. I will pay you this money. So who is
Yeah, yeah,
initiating
yeah.
this? It is not the government people. They are the private persons. They are coming to us. They are the private
But
companies
the
who are coming to the
30
authority
government.
seconds.
comes with the
30
government,
seconds.
right? Authority comes
Mhm.
with the government people. Like they have to decide that whether they want to go with those people who are providing them money or the one who are providing them better quality, right? So the authority lies within the government people.
If you initiate something, I think you also redeem something. So it is not just in one part, both the things go hand in hand. It might be something, if you are not coming in my this way, I will
Time's
backbiting,
up.
I'll do something else. Yeah, okay, thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Dhruv.
Yeah, Dhruv, thank you so much. Yeah, Piyush, thank you so much. Dhruv, next person you may go ahead. Only 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Khushbu, are you there?
I'm
Gitanjali?
here. Yes,
Okay,
hello.
Khushbu. So you are supporting government job or private job?
Yeah, government job.
So you simply have to just define the government job with one adjective. Any adjective you can use it. That is much appropriate to it.
Okay. Government job.
Yeah, government job.
So,
Just give it a title. If I'm calling government job, what comes to my mind? Immediately stick to my mind.
comfortable.
How you are dealing with comfortability? Are you not going to office? Is it your comfort when you are coming out of your home? If you are working, if you are carrying or dealing with the files, is it your comfort that you are burdened up with huge pile of files? Is it your comfort that you have to do a lot of meetings over phones and you are responsible to give the answers to somebody?
Can I give you answer? Can I make you
Yes.
understand?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So when you love your work, so at that time all our work looking to you comfortable. All our work looking to you in their comfortable. So at that time, if I love to the government job, if I love any sector as like navy or army or other sector, so at that time I also loved it. Even not only the part or not only the discipline part I like, but I like whole the parameter which is considered and concurred in that.
Okay, let's take an example. If you love the army or the navy or any of the armed forces, just because you want to serve the nation on the borders and all that, isn't it, Khushbu?
Sorry, could you repeat your point?
Yeah, you want to join army, navy, or any of the armed forces just because you want to serve the nation on the borders or you want to go to the battlefield. This could be the reasons.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, by chance, after getting into the army, you are being just appointed or deputed to a particular place that you have to just watch and ward duty. Means you simply have to look after, monitor the people. What would be the love? again you will love the same duty, or your love will going to differ from that particular point?
So at that time, I love to my duty because it's my duty, and being a part of the navy. So not only the not the, being a part of the navy. So at that time, we understand how to live in a discipline. So that time,
30
I
seconds.
think, yeah, I think, and I'm just consist about my discipline. So yeah.
Okay, with a what mindset you entered into the job, but you are not particularly be given that particular services or serve that particular thing that you want to. So will that love will going to maintain, or it will going to shatter down? Just in a word, in a sentence, be concise.
Sorry, could you repeat your point? Sorry.
Whatever you thought, you are not getting that into the services, your love will going to maintain for the service, or it will going to get down.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I will have a clear mindset towards the navy or the other sector because, like, like government sector or navy sector is a part of our life, our part of the personality development. So at that time, I'm also thinking our meeting is a very and me is a part of the communication. So I'm always thinking about the meeting as well.
Okay, thanks, Kushbu.
Time's up. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much,
So we are
people.
done.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are done. Thank you so